Amos
All
Sam,
right, all right.
15-year veteran in the business, road to Badadan champion, Badadan finalist. You went tune for tune. It didn't go your way. Before we get into the sound killing part of the business, let's talk about Israel because a lot of people don't know there's sounds in Israel. A lot of them are just finding out there's sounds in Poland. A lot of them are finding out there's sounds in India. Now you're the sound from Israel. Let's talk about Israel and the history of reggae, dancehall music.
The history is rich and long.
Give it to me.
It
Give it to
started
me.
in
Give me the history.
1980, the start of the movement that was created by a man called Gil Ras, Father Gil. He was the guy who started the movement, and he was the first one to carry Jamaican acts to Israel live. The first act was Aswad from England,
Okay.
you know, and Trinity from Jamaica, and the Wailers, of, you know, and who else? Burning Spear. It was mainly reggae, but
Roots reggae. That's roots reggae. The African
yeah,
postman. Roots reggae.
roots reggae with many collectors. You know, people used to go to the United States and go to Jamaica and buy records and you know and used to sell them on shops in Tel Aviv in Israel back in the 80s. But the real revolutionary thing was started in a club that also was founded by the same Gil Rasta. The club was named the Sweato, right? 1985. They started to play music like selectors, you know. And one guy from England was also a Jamaican. He was living in Israel. He goes by the name of Ras Michael, and he used to host the whole thing, and the movement, the sound system thing started to really flourish in Israel. The first sound clash was 1987 with dub plates cut on cassettes and peer vinyls and things.
Where did you catch a vibe to yo, I'm jumping into this. I'm jumping on that train. Where did you catch a vibe for reggae music?
Well, it was music first. Turntables. My parents used to play pure soul music. Stevie Wonder, Otis Redding, Ray Charles, And from that, I went to hip hop. 1983. And through hip hop, I discovered reggae.
Interesting enough, because hip hop comes from reggae, and you kind of go in backwards.
Yeah, and then I find out about the melodies. So once I heard the melodies in reggae, I was like,
you were hooked. You were done. You were hooked.
Yeah. And then the lyrical content, opened my eyes. For real, I learned a lot from this music.
What's the dancehall scene, reggae scene like in Israel pre-COVID, before COVID-19? What was the dancehall scene in Israel like? What is it? Every weekend parties? What's your scene like?
Like any other place that you can find reggae dancehall music, you have the hardcore, purist dance. Like the sound system thing. When it comes to the roots and the rubber dubs, or the pull up the big sound, the actual
speaker box and all that good stuff.
Yes. When it comes to the dancehall, we use clubs, because in Israel you cannot play outside. One time
that's a major part of this culture, being able to boom down the place outside.
Yeah. But one time a year, you asked me about the sound system thing. So you have all the rum bars, with the DJs, the pouchy them.
Yes.
And you have the mainstream parties where the guys are mixed up like dancehall, reggaeton, and all of the above.
Yes.
And then you have the hardcore, authentic dance. You get the early part, you get the lovers part, you get the reality part, you get the bashment part, you get the argument part, you get the dub plate, the
Everything,
one from
everything,
that,
everything.
everything. And these dances used to keep like once a month. When we start the dance like 11 and we finish 8 o'clock in the morning. And we carry people like Day Sadisi. We carry, if you talk about Japan, we carry King Jam and Yardbeat.
Yes.
We carry Massive,
Mhm.
Spectrum, Mikey Spectrum. From Jamaica, we also carry DJ Kenny, and from Europe, like Supersonic, Sentinel,
Big boys, the big
yeah,
guns,
yeah, yeah.
big
Like
guns,
what?
big
And
guns.
guess what? You can call and ask any one of them, and they can tell you about the experience on the dances they used to call Yard Storm. That was the last 4 years. It stopped in the late 2017. Some changes, you know, a fresh generation,
Yes.
you know, just boss. A fresh generation, just boss. We're not about Sizzler, Luciano. They're not business.
What they're listening to? What is this new generation in Israel listening to
Right now,
right now?
well, let's go like two. Well, yeah, I believe the big tune them from the 90s and the nowadays stuff. If they go back until 2015 or maybe 2010, like big, you know, like big commercial tunes.
Yes.
But the guys, the young people who are into this sound system thing now, it's the Six, and you know, all of them guys, you know, Massacre, TJ,
Yes.
Popcorn,
Yes.
Cartel,
Skilly bang,
you know,
skilly bang, skilly bang.
Yeah.
East side.
That the one, yeah. The one of them, because this is life, you know.
Changes.
Yeah, we fight it. We love it. We love it.
Respect.
You know?
Let's get into the business. No Jing Bang Serrata clash. You, Amos Son of the Israels clashing Unruly Stompy out of Brooklyn. Last time we saw you on internationally better than. What could we expect this Saturday? No Jing Bang, Amos, Stompy out of Brooklyn. What?
Well, I don't know. Our thing it just vibes. It just energy, vibes, entertainment. And this time we have to defend the sound and kill sound because we are juggling sound. You know, in Israel, remember again the word Israel, right? With our surrounding and our reality, we don't need to deal with killing in music. We just
You have enough war in real life. Put it that way.
Yeah. We just make the people them, you know what I mean? Free them up.
Feel good all the time.
We're gonna free up the people and we're gonna kill sound because that's what we come to do.
I like that. The theme for my show, No Jing Bang, is kick out teeth. And I get a sense, you're ready to kick out somebody's teeth this weekend, Amon. Reality, tell me the truth. You're ready to kick out teeth this weekend. I'm going to feel it in a reality.
Ready, brother. I'm ready. You know why? We sit down here in a quarantine and the whole, you know, the reality is like, and it's a global thing. So you get mad.
I love it. Stompy is no pushover. You're a 15-year-old son. Stompy's a 6-year-old son. But the resume, long resume, big son. They've clashed Warrior. They've clashed Cosmic. They are the Jamaican Rumbar champion. They're young son, but nothing to mess with, Brooklyn sound.
Me not underestimate no contender, but it care zero. It doesn't. I don't care if it's Unruly Stompy or King Addies or Mighty Crowd. I'm in a business, brother, because we are warrior. The first thing we know about life is to survive. We're not afraid. That's just music and entertainment. So I kill the come to kill and full joy the thing with a smile. You know what I mean?
See my smile? I can't wait. You see my smile? I cannot wait. I've gone through your audio. You talk about your mixes. I just listened to one of your mixes. I'm getting into your vibe. I've listened to some of Stumpy's mixes, his clashes, his dubs. I think this is gonna be one of the most entertainments, at least for the first round, in the No Jing Bang Serato clash. I think this is gonna be one of the biggest clash, most entertainment from what I've heard from your audio and his audio. I think everybody's really in for a treat.
Yeah, man, it's all about it. Yo, it's all for the people. You know what I mean? We need this. We need this like globally. I don't care. You know, people are talking about it's not a hardcore clash. Well, of course not. It's not a hardcore clash. It's an internet edition. So you have to adjust. You know, more time people when them say clash, they expect something. Well, just expect the unexpected.
What kind of adjustments you make from going into the dance hall and then going online? What kind of adjustment is necessary? Because you're going from clashing for maybe 5 of your brethren with an iPhone and iPad, you know, as opposed to the dance hall with, you know, 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 people. What's kind of adjustment, you know, you have to make for this?
Well, one big adjustment, and that's for me about when I'm trying to explain to people in Israel and try to teach them about sound system. It's like a ping pong. It's me talk to the audience and the audience give me back the energy. It's the energy, the lack of energy. You have to create your own energy in your own environment in front of a screen, and you don't feel no crowd. You don't feel nothing. So that's the big, to me, that's the big adjustment.
I can't wait. Reality, I am so excited for this weekend because I think y'all gonna crash the internet. The numbers are big. You got 17,000 plus people on a Saturday afternoon. I think this week the number going up. No jing bang Serato. Reality, I give it a final word. Send a message to Stumpy. Let Stumpy know what I come for he with.
Unruly Stumpy, you see this Saturday night via internet, Serato, Twitch.
No jing bang.
No jing bang. But guess what? No mercy, no prisoner, no surrender. I just hear death.
Boom.
Hear that?
Not another word. Reality, give thanks. Give thanks.
Give thanks,
this Saturday, I look forward to it. I cannot wait. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man, give thanks for the vibes, in.
Bless up, man. Bless up, man.